Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, the Flats, Bobby Dodd Stadium, home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Ramblin' Wreck, hoping to rev up that engine. And the Longhorns will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Yellow Jackets offense takes the field to start this game off. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When a receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know he just gave a rousing speech.
And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
And the Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Longhorns offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these guys are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
2nd down coming up. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got an open man. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll try it over the left side. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
And the Longhorns are flying down the field. Here's the handoff. Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Going with the counter play here. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The Longhorns are threatening on 1st and goal. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
He caught it. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. The Longhorns will hustle to the line. Trying to push their way into the end zone on 3rd and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
4th and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play in. You've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Back to throw, it's Cherry. Flips it out in the flat. And that will go backwards, a negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
2nd down coming up. That's the end of the 1st.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Trying play action. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the pass is intercepted. What a nice play on the pick. Didn't find much running room. They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here today.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Now on the option. He'll toss it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
They'll go back to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Texas! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Pittsburgh is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie today. We could see a legend born in the Steel City. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to USC. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Zings it complete to the right. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things, it makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Defense not showing press coverage. Looking to throw, it's Cherry. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They want to just keep throwing it. Fires the pass, intercepted. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Hit as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. They get to him as he throws. And that pass intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just... And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Negative play on 1st down. That's what a defense always wants. The DBs will back off a bit. Looking for a man. It's Cherry. Throws to the wideout. And he's lucky to get that one back. This junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
The give to the back. Hard running there. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Timeout,
The
Texas.
Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Bishop. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Makes a catch and knocked down. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Timeout, Texas.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Motion from the offense. Quarterback checking the play. He wants to pass it on second down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's caught inside the 20. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Yeah, and listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see. You got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff unit about to go to work. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. He's going to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together...
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys. Looks like we've got a great game day atmosphere today in Atlanta. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius.
And the Yellow Jackets will line up to kick off and start the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here comes the Texas offense. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Touchdown, Texas! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a very interesting scene playing out right now in this marquee top 25 matchup. Pitt looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks and a defense that looks disinterested. So unlike this program. They're trailing by 14 to USC. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That's caught. It's Finley. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Yellow Jackets want to move quickly.
Well, it's a great design on offense on that pass play there. You see they clear out the middle of the field. They leave a huge space wide open for the quarterback to attack. Nice timing on the throw.
And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stacks. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Makes a man miss. Across the 25, he's got room. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Got his man out of the backfield. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the short completion brings up second down. Back to pass, it's Cherry. Lets it fly. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have two left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Longhorns! Reeled it in and just made the house call. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard, 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
He'll pull it down and run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll run play action. The throw. Fires to the big fella. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Off play action on first down. Finds his big tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
He makes a grab. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll keep it on the ground. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. Takes a hit as he fires. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36.
That's one of the only ways you were getting back in this game. You had to force a turnover. You still got to score twice at least to get back in this ballgame to try to win it. Great stop. Now it's the offensive's turn. I need to score and score quickly.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. The ball squirts free. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
The offense set for a first down play. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Trying to convert this second and short. Give to the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. He's looking to throw on third and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Just don't feel like the quarterback's in a rhythm so far. He's had accuracy issues. That last throw was underthrown, but we've seen bad decisions. Trying to force the football in places it just shouldn't go, and that's why he's already thrown multiple interceptions.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
These corners going to give them some space. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. The aerial assault continues. Wide open downfield. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Cherry. Scrambling away. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And the Yellow Jackets are in the hurry-up. Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Big-time players make big plays in big games. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing on concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Looking to throw. Buying some time. And the defense gets to him and snuffs out the 2, and they will draw no closer here.
That keeps the score. Texas, 28. Georgia Tech, 20.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Man, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win it.
Never a reason to panic. Just run your offense. Plenty of time here, down 1 possession late in the fourth. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. And here comes the offense on second down. To the air, it's Cherry. Feeling some heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Shows him the stiff arm. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. The Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. He's got him wide open. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
They need this two-point conversion to tie, and we might get a little free football out of this if they do. Looking for a man. It's Cherry. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and we are all tied up here in the fourth. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quick pass on the jet motion. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of it.
Makes the grab down the left side. Afterburner's coming. Touchdown, Texas! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They capped that one off in style, a 74-yarder for the score. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
You got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Scanning the field, it's Cherry. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Quick completion on the out route. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Now on 2nd and short after the first down completion. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd down.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And if you're on defense now, you know what's coming next. They're going to be throwing the ball down into the end zone. A field goal does them no good. You've got to have something lined up on the back end. Get some guys that can swat this football away.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it's his 4th interception of the night. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses will just boom in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.